everybody, and welcome to the third day of Kuso Live at SGDQ 2024. My name is Brosencha. This is the last time that I get to be here because I have to get on a plane and fly across the world. Actually, just to Pittsburgh. I don't know. It's pretty far away anyway. I have had a blast so far. We have had absolute nightmares from the MSX era. We got Super Donkey Kong 99, a little parallax action with Jim Power. Honestly, all of the beauties that you could possibly imagine. However, coming up as our first game today is Daydreamin' Davy for NES. And don't forget the grand prize here. We will be making a trophy that we can send to the winner. And we also have the boxed complete in-box copy of Deadly Towers. Ooh. And there's also a trash can over in the corner after you win that. So just FYI. Well, without further ado, I will go ahead and step down to the host station and give a countdown for our players. Otherwise, Davey is looking pretty bummed. All right. We've got Amazing Toaster over here and Pufferfish King on my other side. All right. Well, see you two on the other side. You might.
Well, the other one that was loud. It was, but I think it was just because it was like the other one was already on.
All right. Are you two ready to roll? Cool. Then I need the audience's help because instead of go, I need you to yell bummer. Okay, so let's start at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bummer! There we go. We have the White Knight. Uh-oh. And it looks like Lumpy, oh my gosh, that gnome doing a little dance over in the corner here. Welcome to Daydreamin' Davy, a game that was sort of meant to be an alternative to violence and action back in the day. Not necessarily educational, in fact, very little education happening here. However, it was supposed to be much more kid-friendly, and as you can tell, this is a very kid-friendly game because they can't even get past the first obstacle. Yes, this is, oh, Amazing Toaster learned how to jump. Good job. That always takes a little while to figure out how to jump. Oh, Pufferfish King is trying to figure this out as well. The important thing here is to try everything. You do not know the controls going into a game, and they're often really, really stupid controls. So try. There we go. We got the jump. You got the hourglass. Good job. So this is kind of a maze of terror here. You've got these little gnomes coming around trying to stab you. You got bats. But the biggest thing here is trying to figure out what your objective is, where you're supposed to go, and what you will get. Obviously, Davey is going to be taking quite a few hits every now and then. I love the life bar, which is absolutely not visible. Yeah, but you do have a life bar and a limited amount of health. Poor Davey. Ooh, it looks like Pufferfish King may have found a character suggesting a lance. Perfect. Now, one important thing is that this game also, in some ways, tries to teach you a bit more about pacifism, about being a nice person. And you just stabbed all of your friends. I just want you to know that, okay? Or will it come back to haunt you? Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. But I actually really dig a lot of the music in this game. Like, it's pretty chill, but kind of mystical, kind of like, oh, we're in King Arthur's land here. Daydreamin' Davy, well, his whole shtick is that, hey, he went to school and somebody mentions something, and he's like, I'm just gonna go ahead and daydream instead of paying attention at school. And so he's daydreaming. Everything that happens at school kind of comes back to him as he's going around. And Pufferfish King walking into the night, collecting the item there, and that worked out just fine. Yeah, I mean, the Knights of the Round, they're the good guys, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, those gnomes. I almost said those numbs. Those numbskulls. What happened to your armor, Pufferfish King? No, like seriously, I don't remember that. What, were you invincible? I don't know. You're something. Oh, no, that gnome stabbed you. I don't think you're invincible. You're something. Clasp thy weapons tightly. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. I'm gonna say that's Galahad. I never liked Galahad. He's a stupid knight. Okay. Hourglass up in the clock, and Amazing Toaster freezing the bats. I believe the hourglass, yeah, welcome to my life. The hourglass freezes the enemies when you collect them. However, I believe we will probably see the first boss of the game coming up relatively soon on at least one of the screens. We'll have to see how long it takes to get there. Yeah, take that, gnome. Oh my gosh. Okay, bats dealing damage. That's okay, Davey. You can do it, even though you look like you have a very big chin from the side. Oh no, it's almost a butt chin. No, seriously, look at that. Oh no, Lumper! Lumper, the Dark Knight. Watch out, he's coming for you, Davey. Ah! Unfortunately, Lumper is pretty aggressive. Oh no, you're cornered. Pufferfish, no! No! He usually says bummer when he dies, which, honestly, it is a bummer. Just so you know, that flashing will happen. And it will happen again pretty much every time that you die. It is a little intense, so if that is an issue, please, either player, you are more than welcome to let me know. But yeah, the viewers, you may look away from time to time, especially when there is a boss fight like Amazing Toaster going up against Lumper. What can you do? He's coming. He's swiping. Whoa, the spin! Oh, you got some hits on him. Amazing Toaster, I believe, dealing the first hits and possibly having the closest attempt at passing Lumper. I would actually say that technically you made it a few more pixels to the left and would technically be in the lead here, but you still have to defeat Lumper. He is I don't remember him back in King Arthur days, but I don't know, everyone was a little lumpy back then, you know? Hey, genetics changed, you know? It's been a few hundred years since then. I'm a little lumpy myself. Come on, it's fine. Everybody's got a little lump to them. Just enjoy this music. Oh no, the gnome. There's too many gnomes. Why are they here? Why do they want you dead? What is their story? Did Lumper take their homes? Is he living in them making more lumps? Oh no. Very good jump there. Now, obviously, this is, the first level here is a little less difficult, a little easier to understand. Pufferfish King grabbing one of the items there. I'm unsure if that's a selectable item in the menu or if it is a temporary upgrade. I figure it's always worth, if you collect an item that you haven't seen before, it's always worth checking your menu to see what you have there. There is the spear that is a projectile of sorts that you're able to use. Amazing Toaster, though, did find a sword. I believe Pufferfish King is still looking for a sword. Is it Excalibur? Is it Recalibur? Is it just Caliber? I'm not sure. It's not Soul Calibur, no. Thank you, though. Our tech station here, by the way, we do have Nux helping out again, and I very much appreciate all that help. No, Pufferfish King, no! Unfortunately, that is a bummer. See, that's Lumper, okay? You saw Lumper in that screen. yeah, he comes into your nightmares and ends up being a problem. Amazing Toaster getting Lumper into a position where he can hit Lumper and not take damage, and that is a victory. Ooh! Amazing. Oh no, barging in late again, Davey.
Well, I got lost in this forest.
Never mind.
Draw! Whoa!
And there we go. We got cowboy action into the second area here. So Pufferfish King, the main thing, finding the sword and cheesing Lumper. That is what you really want to do. I think canonically you, like in the game, do you stab him in the eye with your pencil? I'm trying to think. I think that's what the story is, that you stabbed him in the eye, and because of that, people are angry at you. But, you know, that's how life goes. Sometimes you just got to take care of a Lumper. Oh, yeah, the cowboy music, and Pufferfish King got Excalibur! Yeah, it's time to go find that Lumper. Amazing Toaster just wandering cowboy land trying to figure out what to do. The thing is, this game is somewhat open world in each of these areas, so figuring out what to do in order to make the game progress is important. Occasionally reading text can help. Occasionally checking out various areas, exploring, trying out new things will help. And also remembering you're supposed to be the good guy. You're supposed to be the one helping out here. Okay, well, Pufferfish King heading over to the left. I believe we have everything that's needed for the Lumper. But where is he? I don't know. This map's really big. That's also another challenge of the game, remembering where to go. But honestly, I think that if a kid got this, besides having to learn how to jump by pressing both A and B at the same time, like, there are some charming moments in this game, and it has a decent amount of charm to it that I feel like if I were a kid, I probably would have enjoyed this. I enjoyed a lot of bad games when I was a kid, though. Come on. Like, yeah. Oh no, that guy just shot you from across the court, Amazing Toaster. But that's okay, you got a green hat. It's, you know, the fashion of the time. That's how the Old West was. Everybody wearing green hats. And jumping over fences, main mode of transportation, good stuff. Oh, watch out for the bat. Oh, good job, Pufferfish King, not dying to bats. Oh, this music is so much fun. Oh no, Mad Dog! Luckily, it looks like one of the gang has been taken down. And Pufferfish King grabbing another projectile. I believe that is a consumable. I don't know how useful some of the consumables are early on in the game, but they will probably become useful later on. So Pufferfish King now trying to deal with Lumper and moving out of the way. Very nice. As it turns out, Lumper has a very limited area. Pufferfish King, can you do it? Come on, take him down, take him down. Oh, yes! Oh, you did the face perfect up there. Oh, there we go. Wow! And you are now in the Wild West as well. Perfect. We've got a very close match between the players. 11 minutes in. Our matches are 45 minutes during Kuso Live, which is a little less time, but at the same time, we are here, yeah, because GDQ let us do our shenanigans, and I really appreciate that. Honestly, like, just being able to host something in person is absolutely joyous. Why are people shooting at, like, random buildings in the Wild West? I lived in Utah, okay? This is exactly what it's like there. You want, yeah. Like, if you see a white picket fence, there's blood. It's absolutely terrifying there.
Yeehaw!
Now, for real though, like, throughout history over in the West, a lot of stuff gets a little bit odd. And Amazing Toaster got a job! Good job, you are officially working for the sheriff now. And honestly, he needs all the help he can get. Why? Because he is a single pixel in a cutscene, or a single sprite in a cutscene. He can't really do anything here. I mean, when you're a still sprite, what can you do? You can't run around. You don't even have leg animations. Oh my gosh. Okay, Amazing Toaster avoiding the guy chilling outside throwing dynamite into the streets. Which honestly isn't too inaccurate. We're talking about history here. Oh, it looks like Amazing Toaster went to Western Union after getting the job, getting the telegram about where to go. Obviously, reading is one of the important skills that is being developed in this. Did you just kill the Dynamite Man in front of the general store? Uh-oh, Amazing Toaster, can you draw? Nope. And it looks like you have been taken down. But that is the best that we have seen so far. You got to the correct enemy here. But the big question is, how do you deal with him? The correct order there was going to the sheriff, getting the job, going to the Western Union, getting the telegram, heading over and finding the enemy, and then draw. And Pufferfish King now also has a job. Good job. Why are they doing child labor here? I mean, it was the Wild West. I mean, I guess that also is historically accurate. Okay. John Smith. Why does somebody just have a giant sign about their name on top of a building? I don't understand. Oh, it's the blacksmith, the gunsmith, and the John Smith. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Our tech over here is so knowledgeable about the Wild West. Honestly, I need all of this help. What does the John Smith do? Do they smith the Johns that you use? I mean, they make toilets. Oh, perfect. Yeah. I mean, somebody's got to craft those outhouses. Oh, watch out, Pufferfish King. Oh, he shot you. But how do you even deal with him if you don't have a gun? That's always complicated, you know? Oh, you just shot him in the face! No, his chin! However, I will go ahead and say having a gun in that fight is a mark of progress and technically puts Amazing Toaster a little bit in the lead. But the big question is, what does this game want you to do? How do you actually win that battle? And I'm not going to spoil that because guess what? This is a game... I've given a lot of hints here already in order to help you understand how to do this. Oh, you shot him through the heart! Unfortunately, he's heartless. Yeah, too bad. It is a bummer, Davey, I know, but that's just how life goes. I love these cutscenes so much, and I love that whenever you get a game over, you get to see them again. Oh, okay, nothing for you in the John Smith. And there we go, the gunsmith, selling a cool Navy... Colt Navy pistol. I was gonna say a cool Navy pistol. Just, if you're in the cool Navy, not the boring Navy, you know? Okay. Pufferfish King did have a gun going into the fight, but unfortunately not able to... I didn't even see the cursor there. I'm not sure if you had any ammo, which, honestly, you've got to have a little bit of ammo in order to get into this. Very nice job defeating the password boss. Those are always terrifying here. Yeah, everybody in Kusogrande, you know what the password boss can do to you. Yeah, we have seen people lose because of passwords. Okay, Amazing Toaster selecting the ammo and selecting the gun. That gets your ammo ready for the fight here. And there we go! figuring out the puzzle, figuring out where to shoot. Oh, this nerd, look at her. Oh no, he's gonna go to the principal. Time to talk about Greeks. Wow! And here we are. Welcome to your worst nightmares. Greek history. Luckily, you got a good fist. You can punch. Look at that toga, though. Davey rocks that toga, okay? Good fashion. Yeah. I want a toga like that. Come on. You think that GDQ staff would let me run around in a toga? We'll talk to them later, you know, we'll go. I'll get it cleared if you want to see me in the toga. Hey, it looks like Amazing Toaster's finding out a golden man has a weapon. That's very helpful info. Ooh, Pufferfish King again, not able to take this dude down. I'm not sure if ammo was selected there. So having the gun and selecting the ammo is absolutely what you need. Very nice. Yeah, spoilers, I apologize there. Nah, we talked. I said that I was probably going to drop information that helps the person from behind just because of the fact that he can hear me and has ears. Yeah. Ooh, Amazing Toaster has apples. Delicious. Kind of oh, your toga got kind of dirty there for a second there. Ugh. Okay. Draw time. Why weren't you able to fight him though? What's going on? Yeah, feel free. Control R is all you really need to do. And if you can move the mouse off of the screen, that would be the best. I enjoy mouse strats as much as any person, but yeah, you definitely want to avoid it.
Watch out! Go, Pufferfish King, go! Fall asleep in class, that's what you want to do.
Nerd. Oh, this music is so good, but wait until you... Oh no, I don't know if we'll make it that far into the game, but that's understandable. There's one area here that has absolutely fantastic music. Okay, Amazing Toaster dodging the weird birds. Good job. But the big thing, are you going to be able to find the golden man who has the shield? You did! Very good. That actually takes a lot of people a long time to do, collecting the shield. Why? They usually kill the person who gives them the shield. And that happens a lot, that everybody gets stuck murdering the guy over and over and over again because they don't know. It's not really obvious. Cyclops, good defense here. Oh, unfortunately taking a couple spears, but that's fine. Good block there. Reflecting the javelin. Okay, Pufferfish King did manage to shoot. That is a good sign, but unfortunately that was not the right location to shoot in this game. But that is a mark of progress. You know your gun works. Good. Had to go to the John Smith to get it working. Don't ask me, you know. John, fixing toilets, fixing problems, that's what he does. Ooh, Amazing Toaster, death by Cyclops. Ooh, shooting the ear, not quite the correct location, but a good opportunity. Time to put that password in and get back into the game. Very nice punches by Amazing Toaster here. There will be a little backtracking in order to get caught back up, and that is fine. That is how this game goes. We are 21 minutes in, making a lot of fantastic progress here. Very good job by everybody. Oh no, Dynamite Man is outside. Pufferfish King, though, getting a job again. You know, an occupation keeps you occupied. That's probably what Davey needs, actually. If you keep falling asleep in class, come on. How are you going to learn your math? How are you going to learn science? How are you going to learn Greek history if you fall asleep? Davey. Oh no, Davey doesn't have enough money for a gun. No! Looks like Pufferfish King is going to have to, I believe the Western Union is the bank that has the money, and getting your wage after visiting the sheriff, very important, you know. He doesn't have any money on hand. He's a single sprite. He's useless. Okay, Amazing Toaster trying to take down the Cyclops. Obviously, the Cyclops being a giant wall, another death. But I feel like there may be some additional things to help Amazing Toaster. We'll see what he is able to figure out. Pufferfish King has bullets but no gun. Can't really do a gunfight with no gun. You want to make sure that you have that after you have collected your salary. Oh, there's delicious. Was that poutine? Oh my gosh, do they have poutine in the Wild West? I hope so. I want to be a time traveler and discover all of the terrible food they had back then. I mean, poutine is great, don't get me wrong, okay? But I'm sure Wild West poutine would be terrible. Oh, it would be grease. You know, what else did they eat back then? Like mud. Yeah. Okay, Amazing Toaster finding out about deadly arrows. There we go. We have the bow. Of course, no shield quite yet, and that makes it difficult to get past certain areas here. But I believe we will have a shield in a little bit. Okay, Pufferfish King opting to reset. That is completely allowed in any of the matches that we have. If it is better to just reset and go back to the beginning of a checkpoint by using a password, 100% allowed. And sometimes it's the best option. Okay, Amazing Toaster currently fighting this gladiator man. Got a nice little javelin. I don't know, he's just having a good time out there, throwing javelin. I wish I could live in the... Oh, Amazing Toaster just shot the man, angering him. He's gonna come and punch you. And there we go. As it turns out, most people do shoot that guy and then end up fighting him, killing him, and not being able to get the shield. But for some reason, he respawned. And that is fantastic luck. Then again, if you do a screen transition and come back, he'll show back up again, you know. The shield is important. Luckily, the logic in this game doesn't get broken that easily. Okay, we have a gun and a bullet. So, big question is, this is a game teaching pacifism, and shooting him in the forehead is not the pacifist way. So, how do you use a gun to defeat a bandit in the most pacifist way possible? I think that you may be able to figure it out. You've got it, yeah. Pew, pew. And there we go! Pufferfish King moving on to ancient Greece. Oh, skipping all those cutscenes. Oh, I feel robbed. But then again, we saw them on Amazing Toaster's screen. I guess that's fine. Okay. So one thing to note, people watching may have realized this, but if the players walk into an enemy and they disappear, that usually means, one, they didn't take damage, and two, it wasn't an enemy. And oftentimes that's actually required in this game, which I think is kind of cool that there are a lot of objectives that do not deal with killing things. However, the fact that you can kill them, and in most video games you should kill everything, makes it extremely difficult to figure out that, oh, this guy who looks almost identical to everything I've killed up to this point is my friend. Okay, Amazing Toaster trying to take down... Oh, using health, always a good idea when you feel like you may have taken too many hits to heal back up. Okay, Toaster, are you going to be able to take down the Cyclops, getting some good damage? Remember, there will be flashing if Toaster dies. If Toaster lives, I'm unsure. But, yeah, either way, be prepared, everybody. Toaster just trying to get the last hits out here, using defense, and there we go! Oh no, you stabbed her in the eye! So, yeah, unfortunately, when you stab people in the eye, you have to stand in the corner. That's just the reality of life. Okay, Amazing Toaster looking for Excalibur. Pufferfish King, though, is making a very good comeback. The big question is, how long is it going to take? Because Amazing Toaster did have a few attempts here in order to get through ancient Greece. If Pufferfish King can do it in just 1 or 2 attempts, that may make up enough time to start getting a comeback. Come on, I don't have to daydream, I see it coming. All right. Now, I do want people to know that we have 4 matches today. What was that dude you talked to? He looked so grumpy, Amazing Toaster. I like him. Hey, it looks like Pufferfish King has a bow and deadly arrows. You can tell they're deadly because she told you. Thank you, Artemis. Very much appreciate it. Enjoy this music for a second as I get up some info, because the match after mine is Arborelia versus Hobtor. And so if you two are here, I know that I saw our GM at one point. You are welcome to come on over to the desk so that we can start setting up. Let me go ahead and just take a second to make sure that we also do have Arborelia here, because I see Hobtor. Hello. Yes. And that's okay. I will go ahead and send a message out, so just enjoy the music for a second, everybody. As it turns out, I've got to do a little thing called work. Oh my gosh. I inject this music into my veins, please. Okay, I love it. Seriously, just put it into my life. I could go to sleep and just have this be a part of every dream, and I would not mind. Oh no, Amazing Toaster talking to a friend. Good job. That's actually a good thing. You want to talk to friends. Friends like talking to you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's another guy with a sword. Watch out, he's coming. Oh, never mind. He was pretty weak. Good job, Amazing Toaster. I did hear from the audience, birds are jerks. I want to let you know that is a bat. And, you know, I know that there are quotes. I know that I have said things about bats being birds, but it's not true. It's a night bird. Your face is a night bird. I don't even know what that means. Ooh, night bird. Woo. Those are owls. Have you heard of those? Did you just say who at me? Oh my gosh. Welcome to my life. All this guff. People just give me guff. Guff. Pufferfish King, very nice use of the apple. You know, as it turns out, apples are consumables in this game. And in real life. It's fantastic. You know, you want to eat an apple a day keeps daydreaming Davy away. Oh my gosh. Actually, probably keeps the Cyclops away. You want to eat your apples. Eat 5 or 6 apples. He's got a fantastic run animation, though. Oh, Pufferfish King, I feel like you almost tried to kill that dude. Oh, you're shaking your head. You knew that you need to touch him. Good job. Very nice. Oh no, Amazing Toaster has the ruler and is what is that face? Oh, he's okay. I'm getting mixed signals from this principal. He looked angry and then happy and then sad. And that's just a lot of emotions to go through. And we're back to ancient Greece, which means that we may hear some of the best music in the game if we get to the area. I'm really hoping we have this pop. Not this pop. This one's a pretty good one too, though. Okay, Pufferfish King getting the beautiful toga. Unfortunately, this... what are those guys called again? They got the goat legs. Satyrs, okay. I mean, yeah, satyrs have goat legs. Goats have goat legs. Okay. Both of those are options here. Uh-oh, Pufferfish King unfortunately dying to the Spearman. The Spearman is a fierce guardian, launching projectiles, figuring out how to deal with those projectiles, one of the most important things, but it looks like Pufferfish King does still have the shield, and that will help. Yeah, there's a lot of order of operations in this game. If you get a key item, you want to use that key item as soon as you get to the next wall here. Unfortunately, there we go. We're getting the defense, and Pufferfish King through the bridge. Very nice job. Honestly, it takes people a lot of time in order to figure out exactly how that works. Ooh, Artemis talking to you again. Oh no, sending you over here. We've got a boss coming up. You want to watch out, Davey. Absolutely terrifying boss. Use all of the knowledge that you have gained. Come on, you're falling asleep in school. You might as well still learn something like how to fight a centaur. Oh no, or not a centaur, this guy. The bummer sound is so good. Just get a game over, bummer. Okay, defending for Pufferfish King, reflecting back all of these projectiles, absolutely important. Getting a few extra shots in with the bow. Is Pufferfish King going to be able to do it? Remember, there will be flashing if Pufferfish King dies. That happens whenever Davey dies, and there is a chance that you will see a full screen flash if both players die at the same time, so be aware. Oh, okay, are we gonna get through this dude? Come on, he's aggressive, he's got an eye, he's got muscles. Oh, look at that belly button too, he's got that too. That's good. You can see his ribs when he lifts his arm. Oh, he's got those biceps, you know. I'm just describing different body parts at this point. This is how good my commentary is. It's fantastic. And Amazing Toaster has the best music in the game. I'm going to be quiet for a second. Oh, never mind. Not yet. It's coming up soon. Okay, I think... Never mind. Amazing Toaster got kicked out because he didn't have money. Unfortunately, Karen wants money, so the big thing is where the bucks? I think, did you get it to spawn? Oh, I see a coin at the top left. That's a good sign. Pufferfish King, still alive. How are you still alive? I have no idea, but you're doing it, and I keep seeing him take damage. Honestly, slow progress is better than no progress, so keep on going. You're going to take him down. Yeah! First time Cyclops. That's what you love to see, and unfortunately you turn the girl into a Cyclops. That is very rude. That's part of the joke here. Oh, yeah, this is the good music. Everybody enjoy. I'm gonna be quiet. Aye. Hobtor, if you are here, I saw you come up earlier and then you ran away. We do need you back. We've got both of our players for the next match here, and it is time to decide your game. Muchas gracias. Oh no, Amazing Toaster dying in the Underworld. What irony! They don't even have to take your soul anywhere. Karen's very happy, you know, getting free money, not having to do any work. It's great. It's like if you go into a graveyard and fall into a grave and die, you know? They're just like, well, we're done. Yeah. We're all set. We're good. Amazing Toaster grabbing an apple. Those are tasty. Yeah, so I've heard. I need to eat more apples. Oh my gosh. You know what? Honeycrisp are great. One of my favorite apples. One of the best apples of all time. Red Delicious, you can go suck my toes, okay? That's gross. Seriously. I hate you, Red Delicious. Granny Smith, you're fine. I guess. Okay, Amazing Toaster back into the Underworld. Big question is, does Toaster have the money or will he be kicked out? Luckily, if you do go into the Underworld and don't have money, Karen will kick you out to a place that gives you the bucks, but it looks like Amazing Toaster, Daydream, and Davy taking a trip with death. Always fun. Whee! And we're into the good music again. Now, unfortunately, Amazing Toaster found that you can sink into the ground, and that becomes a bit of a nightmare in this game, because guess what? You can't actually see any of the locations where you sink into the ground and get warped back to the beginning. So the big question is, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that nightmare? I mean, it is the Underworld, and you are immortal and technically not dead. They do want to kick you out, you know. That's understandable. They're not going to kill you. They just want to export you. Oh, jeez. Okay. Amazing Toaster doing another attempt at the Underworld. Let's see how much of this beautiful music we can hear, and if Amazing Toaster can figure out how to deal with the pits. Oh, it looks like Pufferfish King found the nerd. Oh no, Toaster! Another death! What a bummer indeed. Okay, Pufferfish King getting up into the corner, and that is a very efficient way to fight that dude. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'd say that Amazing Toaster made that look trivial, but honestly, it gets a lot of people. Just having a sudden fight where you have to deal with an enemy, you don't know if you have any heals. Figuring out where to go in order to cheese him is super important, and that worked out like a beauty. Now, at this point, we've got just about 4.5 minutes of this match left. Amazing Toaster, can you get out? No! However, I saw you jump right after you warped. That is precisely the right idea there. So, as it turns out, you do start sinking into the ground, but jumping is the best way to deal with that. Usually, if you just hurry and jump as much as possible, you can get out. The unfortunate thing is that to jump in this game, you have to push 2 buttons at the same time, and mashing that in order to get out can be both a little frustrating and a little exhausting. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves due to mashing, but I don't know. Welcome to old school video game stuff. Okay. Oh no! Amazing Toaster sinking, trying to not fall, Can you get out? Oh, rising, you're almost out. Yeah! I gotta clap. Why? Because that's not actually trivial. It's actually really hard to get out of the sinking once you start going into the ground. I don't know what these ghosts are. They're gross. Medusa heads? They kind of got tentacles. I don't know. They've seen better days, probably. Days where Daydream and Davy wasn't here making everybody suffer. Pufferfish King is almost into the same area too here. Karen is like, nope, kicking you out. You gotta go get some money. But the big question is, where is the money? Usually you want to hit every single thing that you have seen in your way. Various objects will drop items. Oh my gosh. However, I'm not going to spoil because, you know, that's part of Kusogrande. I have given a lot of hints and pushed people in the right direction, and I feel like I've given a decent amount of hints in order to help out here. Everybody has been doing fantastic, though. Like, honestly, this is a lot of progress that we've seen so far. We've got 2 minutes left. Pufferfish King going to just jump into the continue there. Ooh, death for Amazing Toaster. It's always the bridges. You want to avoid those. Bummer. Oh, did I do that well? Bummer. Bummer.
Yeah. I don't know, my name's David, I got a ruler. Oh no, time to fall asleep literally while talking to the principal.
Seriously, this kid, he needs to go see somebody about narcolepsy because this, there are ways to deal with it. There are ways. I personally have ADHD. I get distracted. I literally remember times sitting and watching somebody and being like, I understand the words coming out of your mouth, but I cannot process what you're saying. I absolutely cannot register. And even as a kid, I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was diagnosed with ADHD in my 30s. But it would have been helpful to actually have some help a little earlier. So if you feel like daydreaming Davey, don't worry. There are ways to deal with bummers like the principal. Okay, oh, Amazing Toaster is sinking into the ground. Oh no, get out, get out. Whoa, oh no, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You're a yes. Oh, I have loved this. This, again, is a Kusogrande classic, and I'm glad that I have been able to bring a handful of classics back for GDQ. And that, everybody, is time! Amazing Toaster, the victor! Given a lovely handshake to Pufferfish King, who honestly put in a huge amount of effort. I usually do not see people get that far in an hour, let alone 45 minutes. Both of you did fantastic. Give it up again for Amazing Toaster and Pufferfish King. Well, so you know, this is the end of my time here at GDQ because I need to fly away, but we still have Kuso live. We're going to be going to a break. Stay tuned for your next game and your next game master. See ya!
All right, and joining me today as co-commentary, we also have Shrambles.
Hello, pretty appropriate that I'm seeing an egg game today. Shrambles, scrambles, because a lot of people mispronounce it. So excited to see what eggs are cooking today.
All right. Runners, are you ready? All right, we'll go ahead and count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, so this is Arctic Eggs. You have any guess as to what this game is about?
So it kind of has that vibe of, like a lot of those horror style games where like you're in a random place and you're walking around. But I assume there's going to be more gameplay elements than just, we're just cooking eggs.
We are cooking eggs. Nothing scary. Don't worry about the rippling skin or anything like that. Oh, so it's a tricky business if you've never fried an egg before. These are the world's slipperiest pans.
Probably also the slipperiest eggs too.
Yep. I don't know what they sprayed on those Teflon pans, but man, they are slick. But yeah, the primary way of cooking in this is you have to sort of swirl the egg around on the pan a little bit, and then properly cooked eggs, we want both sides of the egg cooked. So the players are going to need to flip the egg over to the other side once it cooks, and then you have a properly cooked egg at that point. So we are seeing a little bit of struggles here, to be expected. If you've never fried an egg before, it's challenging, right?
Yeah,
So-
usually my pans have a little bit more of a raised edge on it.
Yep.
These pans are very flat.
Yeah. So this would be the middle difficulty in terms of pans. Yes, this game has difficulties. The easy difficulty has higher raised edges. The hard difficulty, it's a flat plate.
And then the very hard difficulty, I assume, is just like a little pyramid that you have to cook the egg on.
That would be great.
What-
Hey, we have our first egg cook. Arborelia takes the lead here with the optional tutorial. Fantastic. Moving on to the door here, we get to see what the actual game proper looks like here.
I'm really hoping we get to cook eggs in more than just fried.
Oh, no, we're not going to be doing any scrambling. Sorry, scrambles.
No scrambles, no hard-boiled, no
So-
over easy, no Benedict.
Yep. So we have our first customer here who has requested a little extra seasoning with their egg. They would like 1 egg and 1 cigarette. But please finish cooking the egg before the cigarette has burned out. Remember, kids, smoking is bad for you, but it's perfectly acceptable in food.
I mean, that egg does look like it's having a good smoke right now. It is perfectly lined up with the egg.
I don't think this is what people mean when they talk about smoking food.
Really? I mean, the customer actually said that they like the flavor it adds.
I mean, honestly, though, the fact that, like, the yolk and, like, the white part of the egg is all kind of staying together
Yep.
is miraculous.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to see the mythical wheel egg.
You say wheel?
Yes, wheel egg. So Hoptor has finished the tutorial and is moving outside as well at this point, and we'll be looking for the first hungry person to feed. So progress in this game will be measured by the total number of people fed, which will be indicated above the top of the screen as soon as someone has been successfully fed. There we go. So now our runners are neck and neck here. Oh no, Hoptor dropped the cigarette. Oh. All right.
So, what are the controls like? So, are you doing mouse controls?
So yes, this game is a keyboard and mouse game for standard movement, FPS movement. But once you are cooking, it's exclusively controlled by the mouse. You can use the mouse wheel to adjust your hand positioning on the pan so that the sensitivity of your movement is adjusted. That's very useful, especially for flipping. And you actually do kind of have to finesse your mouse like you're flipping an egg to flip eggs in this game. One of the charms, I guess I'll say, is that sometimes the physics gets a little bit janky when items reach their cooked state, and so the game doesn't always know what to do, and it just sort of flings the food off of the pan.
I just saw Aurelia just launched that egg.
That's good.
It is that brittle howl. Like
Yes.
that's how far it went.
Yep. So, yeah. It takes a very special kind of finesse to properly cook smoked eggs.
Yep, smoked. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's the joke.
Okay, Arborelia with a good
Good.
flip. Good flip. Very good. Now just don't slide, and we're good here.
Yeah, that cigarette's got days
Hoptor
on
trying
it.
to get the flip. Oh, not good. All right. And that's one fed. Good
Go.
job, Aurelia. Keeping it old school. All right, 11 more people to feed. So the dialogue is a bit funny here, although there are a few choice swear words kind of intermixed within it, so we're just going to be skipping through those. Apologies if you happen to catch a glimpse of any of those, but fair warning, they do exist.
All right, so this guy looks like he also wants 2 cigarettes.
So he likes the little extra flavor there, so he has requested that. He also wants 2 eggs.
Oh no. They are really launching the difficulty here.
Oh yeah. So, one thing to note, there is an entire... Wow, did that egg go under the pan? I've never seen that.
I'm sorry, I don't have it. That's never happened.
That's okay. That's a never happened before for sure.
I mean, most Kusogrande games are that's never happened before.
Yes, I'm impressed. So it should be noted that this is an open world game. So runners, if you are having struggles with any of your cooking and want to try your hand at a little something different, feel free to wander about the base and see if there's other meals that are good for you. I can't promise they'll be easier, but they will be different.
Which is really nice because, you know, I guess a nice palate cleanser, if you will, to go to a different level or a different cook.
It's true. Oh, we had a good flip but lost the other egg.
It just doesn't feel like the objects exist outside of the screen.
No.
So if you flip too hard,
Yep.
they're just gone.
Yep. So it takes a very, very subtle flick to get that egg just right.
What's your favorite way to cook an egg?
I actually do like to have mine cooked over medium, but I cheat. I use a spatula.
Yeah. Where is our protagonist's second hand?
Canonically speaking, I think it's gone.
Just gone?
Yeah. So
Wait.
yeah, their other hand has been replaced with a pan.
Aurelia just jumped off the world.
Yes. But thankfully, the world is merciful and brought her back.
Yeah. These eggs aren't going to cook themselves. There's no jumping into the abyss here. Get back up and cook your eggs. And lore-wise, so we only have one hand.
Yep.
We're cooking. Is eggs the only form of food in this world?
Nope. There's other things to cook.
Oh,
Like cigarettes.
like cigarettes.
That's
yes.
right. Cigarettes.
But that sounds like
I wouldn't want to spoil too many things here in case our runners find them, but there's definitely some other delights that can be prepped as a pan-fried item. The full game has even more.
Oh, this is just the demo.
This is the itch release, oh, there's the wheel egg. Hoptor had the wheel egg. Perfect landing. I don't think I've kept a wheel on the pan long enough to see if it fries both sides at once, but that would be an interesting tech to consider.
It is the speed tech for this game.
There
I would
is a
imagine.
speedrun entry for the full game of this, including the itch version, so...
Aurelia had
Oh, so close.
almost had it there. I'm just so. What kind of flavor is like a cigarette? Like, is it like a salty? Is it a sweet?
I would not know. I'm guessing it's not. It's smoky.
It's smoky. You got that burn
That's right.
flavor,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Yep. Like, yeah, is it like burnt popcorn good or like? Oh,
I mean, the customers are very patient, though.
they are. They have the absolute patience. They know that. So these eggs are worth waiting for because chickens are illegal in this game. They are illegal.
Oh, that's some lore drop.
Yep, that's right. Effectively, you are the closest thing this Arctic facility has to a drug dealer. Ooh, look at that double stack there. This unfortunately isn't pancakes though, so only one egg will cook like that.
We do have a cigarette sandwich on our hand there.
True. So, but maybe only cooking one off the bat. Oh no, lost cigarette. So one of the things about the physics in this game is when an object reaches a fully cooked state, it gets very excited for just a moment as it spawns into its half-cooked state. And that can be enough to knock other objects around or just flat out of the pan. Oh, we have one flip for our ability. Oh, but we lost control there.
So is it possible to burn the egg, or once it's fully cooked?
I have never kept an egg on a pan long enough to find out if it burns. I would assume so, because I think the smoke does build up over time. But I'm guessing in this particular case, the cigarettes would burn out first. So, you know, usually there's not much of a time limit in this, so much as a physics limit. Hey, Hobtor showing off with another wheel egg.
Yeah,
That is rolling. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Almost.
The real
There we go.
challenge.
Whoop, whoop.
How long can you hold a wheel egg?
That's one of the longest I think I've ever seen right there. So one thing that you can do in this game that's very useful, especially in some of the later dishes, is you can target where you want your ingredients to land on the pan. You can move the mouse around and like place objects on the pan in specific locations. So that if you want to put maybe like all the cigarettes on one side and eggs on the other, and you know that way you don't make a sandwich and everything cooks faster, that's something you can do. So,
Almost with a flip.
so close.
So we're just about approaching the 13-minute mark.
Yeah.
So this match is going to be 45 minutes long.
That's right.
A little bit shorter than our regular Kusogrande matches, but as much as we want to cook eggs for an hour long, I think 45 minutes will suffice for cooking eggs,
I
at
think
least
so.
for today.
Yep. Usually doesn't take 45 minutes to cook an egg, though. All right, Hobtor got a successful egg flip. Looks like if they just keep it on the pan. Oh, and he's got it.
All right.
All right, Aurelia here, 2 half-cooked eggs. See if we can get the flip. That's one.
Got one.
Oh!
All right, so we are both tied
Yep.
with one customer satisfied apiece.
Yep. So, it could be anybody's race at this point. It's an interesting strategy that Aurelia has both cigarettes on one of the eggs, which prevents them from burning. Again, time isn't really the problem in this.
Yeah, just managing to keep these very slidey eggs on this almost flat pan.
Yep.
Like,
Very, very tricky, very, very important. There we go. Partial cooks. Oh no. Oh. Yeah. Very unforgiving.
yeah, getting the one side seems to be very consistent for both of our players at this point. It's just managing this flip.
That flip is the secret to good eggs. Oh, there's
Ooh,
one.
Okay.
Almost.
All those cigarettes.
Oh no! Oh!
What a closer attempt.
That's right, getting there. That's right.
I am pulling for both of our players.
Absolutely. Yep. This is a close race so far. It's just a matter of learning that finesse and just sort of figuring out how you can get a good flip without costing any other ingredients on there. Very nice flip for the first egg for Aurelia, and then there's a second
there we
one.
go.
Oh!
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I think, and she's got it. Yeah.
All right.
Outstanding. All right, 10 left for Aurelia.
So Hoptor has moved on to a different customer.
Yep.
Only wants 2 eggs and no cigarettes.
Yep. A little easier there. There's 2 cooked eggs. Oh, dropped one there. So Aurelia exploring the base, looking for another hungry mouth to feed. Hoptor's got 2 half-cooked eggs here.
Ooh, and off the pan they
yep.
go.
There you go. It's a very interesting fellow here that they are cooking for them. I honestly don't know why half the people on here have some kind of like still suit looking tube up their noses, but I mean,
They have this sort of post-apocalyptic feel. So
Very much.
obviously a nuclear winter happened. Or if
well,
is there
this
actually
is
a lore?
this is the Arctic.
Oh, so it's the okay.
Yeah, I don't know why there's a base in the Arctic with like a whole like shanty town full of people, but all right, we got Arborelli with one half-cooked egg. There's the other one. Oh! Hobtor gets one good flip, but the other one flies right off there. Nice little egg sandwich for Hobtor.
This is surprisingly making me want to have eggs right now.
I am. Well, that was definitely it. Like I wanted a lumberjack for breakfast this morning at Caribou. They didn't have any, so I just like I'm desperate for something close to that here. So I really wanted eggs. So.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of omelets. Stuff that omelet with feta cheese. Any kind of vegetable.
Oh,
Ooh.
close.
I
We
keep-
got a full like 360 flip there. Unfortunately, no, didn't stick the landing on either egg though.
I am genuinely scared of what other things are going to come up.
Oh, there's some very fun things to cook in this game. I heard someone in the crowd asking about out of bounds runs. The main version of the game, the full version, does in fact have an any percent that does have glitches in it. It is something. Ooh, oof. Tough stuff.
We are feeding a lot of people, like, in the void,
Yep.
some very undercooked eggs and some
Very true.
cigarettes.
Very true. They would be very grateful for it though, because eggs are very hard to come by.
All right, that's one flip.
And oh,
But saved it.
oh, it's a good save.
This
Yep.
attempt is still good.
Yep. Can we get the other flip? And oh, that egg is just riding the edge. There's a double flip for Hobtor. Can't land it. All right,
right.
there we go. The double flip, but the other egg is fully cooked.
Doesn't look like it's gonna burn.
And there we go. 2 eggs.
All right.
Barbarella with another completed meal.
Hobtar almost had the double flip, but just barely had the egg fall off. So we're looking for another customer here.
Oh, hey, we have a new ingredient over here for Arborellia. Bacon. Bacon and eggs. What are eggs without their favorite protein partner, bacon? So 2 pieces of bacon and 1 egg. Now, that's some very, very stiff bacon. I will say that it's one of the harder foods to cook, just because it can do that.
Oh, it can.
It lands right on the side, and while I do enjoy a good side of bacon, that is not what I had in mind.
I do like the customer having his glove hand come out,
Expectantly.
clipping into our pan.
Oh, very good, yes. Ooh. All right. So, unfortunate, tricky bit with the bacon is when they're stacked the way that Arborellia has them right now, they might not fully cook, but if they do, it makes them hard to flip. Real quick egg flip there, very nice from Arborellia. We got a couple bacon. Bacon's a little different to flip. Oh, off it goes.
It looks a little bit hard to tell like which side has been cooked for the bacon.
Well, when you see a successful flip, that will be easier to
Okay,
tell.
that makes sense.
So, one of the things that is an important thing to note about this game that makes it a little bit tricky is in order for eggs to cook, or anything to cook, it has to move around. If it's not sliding actively on the pan, then you'll stop seeing the little grease bubbles like popping off of there, and then the food just isn't cooking at that point. So you have to kind of keep everything skating around at all times in order to make progress.
Yeah, so these are like static electricity pans.
Yeah. Yes. Just powered by motion.
Which honestly, a very great invention. Probably less burns.
I cannot imagine like how many dishes this one pan cooks without having to be cleaned or anything, and it still slides. Very nice wheel egg, double wheel egg for Hobtor. Okay, We have another cooked egg on Aurelia. We got some bacon there. We have one successful bacon flip. That's what cooked bacon should look like. Nice and crispy. Inflexible, stiff as a board, crunches like a potato chip. That's how you eat your bacon.
Yeah, bacon just turns into beef jerky after like less than a minute of cooking.
That's right.
And moving on, Aurelia is going to find another hungry customer.
So we have some hot lore here. The main character attempted to escape the base, and their punishment was to become a poultry prepper.
All right, so now we see Aurelia has 1 bacon, 1 egg, and 1 cigarette.
Get a little extra smoky flavor in that bacon.
Hoptor, though, just one flip
Got
away.
just one flip. There it is,
There it
Hoptor.
is.
Just got to keep it in there. There it is. Hoptor with
right.
another cooked egg. Ooh, the perfect double flip.
Oh,
Aurelia, surprisingly fast cook of egg and bacon. I have to ask Strambles, do you like cigarettes with your eggs or no?
you know, I can say I've never had a cigarette with my egg before. I'm not sure if I'm willing to try. I'm pretty open to trying new things, but something about just a cigarette with my egg just doesn't seem to spark joy for me.
All right, Aurelia with a new dish here. We have a tin here that is full of something.
I'm guessing sardines.
It is a can of sardines. And the best thing about sardines, just like other canned potato chips, once you pop, you can't stop. Now we've got 3 sardines that need to be cooked. And don't lose the can either. And oh, there's 2 fish cooked. We just got to get that last one on there. So in some of the earlier versions of this game, you actually had to cook both sides of the fish.
Did you have to cook both sides of the tin?
No. No.
But it just has to stay there, though.
Yep. Just got to get a good kick there. And there we go.
All right, another one.
Another one.
Let's
Excellent.
go.
Aurelia, commanding lead at this point. Hoptor is definitely starting to pick up some of the nuances of egg flipping here, and has gone back to a previous customer and is going to take what he learned from flipping 2 eggs. There's one.
Yeah, we are just about halfway through the match right now, so still plenty of time for Hoptor to catch up, because I can only assume that these dishes are only going to get harder as we go along.
All right, we have a hungry crowd of customers at this point. They have requested 4 eggs for Aurelia.
Why 4?
Yeah, they're hungry. I'd be hungry too. There's 3 cooked already. There, Hoptor has 1 fully cooked egg. We just need to flip the other and not lose the cigarettes. Oh, so close.
Well, we got 2 flip.
Oh,
the handle.
The handle strats, impressive. All right, 2 to go on Aurelia's side there. Oh. Nice save, nice save.
What a flip! It doesn't get progress, but
The double. But 1 is on top and is not cooking right now. It needs to get on that pan, otherwise it's not going to cook all the way. There we go. That's 4 eggs flipped over.
this is first try 4 eggs. This is very good.
And that's 4 eggs. Aurelia has found the groove. Is absolutely just cooking.
A sigh of relief from Aurelia with what was an amazing 4-egg cook.
Fantastic.
Like, Gordon Ramsay would be jealous of that egg cooking skill.
It was fantastic. All right. So, all right, let's count, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a pack, and 1 egg. And a wheel egg at that. Very nice.
I didn't realize they had 13 in a pack.
I don't know. I've never purchased a pack of smokes. I couldn't tell you how many are there.
Seems like an odd number. Probably they've smoked one already, but
I don't know.
there goes
Maybe
the egg. But
maybe the cardboard or the plastic on the pack there. Oh, we have a double pack this time. Very nice. Aurelia showing off there. There's a little branding awareness there. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you. It causes cancer. Just as a friendly reminder.
Don't smoke them, but do cook them with your eggs for the added flavor.
There we go. That was the old box. That carton doesn't count. This is the new carton, so
Yeah,
we only want fresh cartons with our eggs.
That carton's spoiled. It would have really ruined the flavor.
And another
There we
meal
go.
finished. 5 to go. Getting close here.
Master Chef Arborelia here.
Obtor got the half cooks there. Almost got the blend flip. Got a little dancing cigarette. Oh, off he goes.
Doesn't look like this person's hungry, or maybe they are. Nope.
They are not hungry. They're tempted, but they are not hungry. Shrimp dumplings, but not in this one. 1 egg, 1 tin, and a cigarette.
Doesn't seem that much difficult than some of the other ones we've seen.
Yep.
Hoptar back on this double cigarette, double egg.
Yep. There we go. Got some moving and grooving there, but Hoptor dropping another egg.
Aurelia already really getting the hang of these egg flips.
Yep.
Just got to get these fish to
Yep.
fry.
Yeah, the way the fish land outside of the tin is random. Sometimes they'll even land right on top of the tin, and it's just that much harder to get things moving the way you want them.
And
So,
looks like one of them is still stuck on top of a cooked one.
yep,
One of them has finished cooking though.
just one more to go.
Oh,
no!
but I think the cigarette ran
burned
out.
That's the first time as well. I've never seen that happen. Hobtor with 1 successfully flipped egg. Oh, but it didn't
there-
finish cooking, but it's fine. The clock will keep going on that. If you can flip it again one more time, you can get both eggs cooked here. Oh no!
Oh! Hobtor saying that the cigarette was just about to go out. Why the pan just did a full horizontal.
Sometimes if
or
you
vertical.
know you've got a bad setup, it's good to just toss it, you know. You crack an egg on a pan and you get too much shell in it, sometimes it's better to just scrap it and start over.
But with that attempt, I'm pretty sure Hoptor's going to get this pretty soon.
Pretty close. We got 1 cooked egg, flip the other, and we're good there.
Oh.
Another cigarette skating off the edge. Dude, nicely done. Arborelia, 1 more. 4 to go.
4 to go.
It could happen. My first time playing this game, it took almost 2 hours for me to finish it, with just the itch version of it. The Steam version, much longer, much more enjoyment, and more dishes. Oh,
Ooh, cigarette falling.
Arborelia, very high up on these catwalks, looking around for other hungry customers.
And as we found out, no fall
With the
damage.
drum. Yep, no fall damage. Looks like we are back at the start here. Looking for more hungry mouths to feed.
So now we have a scavenger hunt of the last 4 hungry customers for Arborelia. Where could these hungry people be?
Arborelia having a lovely conversation about bowls instead of cups, but wasting time there. What do we got?
Hoptor just had like the first egg drop, just decided, I don't want to be here.
And just fell. Yep. There's actually one obstacle that is in the full game that you don't actually have to keep on the pan, and is kind of in your best interest not to. It is not cigarettes, though. Customers like that smoky flavor. Arborelia finding another person who has pocket bacon ready for cooking.
Oh, this is the one she skipped earlier.
That's right.
But now with already having mastered the bacon flip,
Very smooth egg, but loses the bacon there.
and trying to balance out that egg, but unfortunately knocking the bacon out.
Go. Oh. Very good flip for the first egg.
I have to really compliment the sound design because the sizzle
Oh, it's so satisfying.
is so good and really keeps this game like,
Cooking.
yeah, keeps it cooking.
Almost one more piece of bacon to go here.
Oh!
Hoptor with another wheel egg. It is cooking though. You can see the sparks. And there we go. It has landed. Was that heads or tails though?
I would say like, well, I think yolk side up would be heads.
It's a trick question. They're both heads.
What came first, the heads or the tails?
Question.
It's a philosophical question that we can all. Oh, we almost had double wheel on Hoptor.
That's right.
Oh,
Double
we got the
bacon
double
flip,
bacon
and the egg
flip.
is ready to go. That is one more in the pan for Arborelia. Just gotta cook it all the way through. There we go. Perfectly cooked bacon.
Right.
Ready to eat, fresh, hot, and ready. 3 to go.
13 minutes left on the timer. It's going to be a tough hill to climb for Hoptor, but still enough time. It doesn't take too long to actually complete.
Oh, we have a competition here.
Oh.
This is the sausage cooker.
Oh, sausages are rollers.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
my experience.
Here we are, Arborelia with 6 links of sausage, 2 pieces of bacon. All I have to say is, good luck.
Oh, I can already tell that these sausages are going to have some very, very poor physics.
Hoptor has moved on for some bacon and egg. 1 link cooked, half bacon cooked there. So, the nice thing about sausage links, you don't have to flip them, but they are definitely cumbersome and a little bit difficult to flip other things around with.
Oh, and there goes. At first, I thought they were cooking like in an order, like the top one, then the middle one, then the back one, which just didn't make that much sense.
No, they all have their own individual like hit boxes and cook on their own time, just based on how much time they spend in the pan.
Oh, we got some sun glare
Oh,
too.
that's some bacon flip there. Very lovely early physics spinning for Hoptor's bacon. Arborelia with a double bacon flip. Just got to get that one to slide off the sausage and into the pan, and should be clear sailing for the rest of the
Yeah,
cooking.
bacon's good.
Another
It
piece
looks
of
like
bacon
the
slides
sausage
off.
is going to get cooked.
And that's a full cook for Arborelia.
Wow.
That is, without question, one of the most difficult dishes to cook in this game. So fantastic. Only 2 remain.
All right, so now it's the game of
I don't need it.
where are these final 2 hungry people?
Yeah, it's part of the fun of this game is figuring out where do you need to go to find the things to cook.
Probably not intentional, but Arborelia has spoken to the same person 3 times in a row. Unless you really wanted to talk to that guy.
Maybe it's RNG manipulation.
It's RNG manipulation.
She's cracked into the code.
Manipulating the next dish to only be one
Hoptor
egg.
has 1 good bacon flip there, but need to get them uncrossed in order to flip the other one.
Oh. Yeah, this scavenger hunt, hard to kind of figure out who have you talked to before.
Yep. Definitely a bunch of uninteresting and completely non-unique faces in this game. Not memorable in any way, shape, or fashion. Also, no rippling skin or jiggle physics with idle animations. I just love how much the NPCs in this game just sort of gyrate.
Oh, and the bacon falling out for Hoptor.
Aurelia is still searching for more to cook. Is heading down a different set of stairs this time.
They are hiding. You can't hide your hunger forever.
The chef will find you. Making her way upstairs. Heading up the last flight of stairs.
Oh, we have sideways bacon. Just fall. Fall
We have
correctly,
found
please.
a person who has a chicken there. Do you think you can fry eggs on Mount Everest? Good flip on the bacon there for Hobtor. Arborelia has found the end point of the game, but has not finished enough orders to finish the game at this point.
All right, just one.
Oh,
No.
very steady. Almost got an egg flip there.
The wrong bacon is flipping.
That very wrong bacon has flipped. Oh, there it is.
We
There it
go.
is.
Yes.
Hobsor, just keep it steady, and that's one more dish cooked.
The egg still has to cook.
Almost. And there it is.
All
Hobsor,
right.
one more meal. Good job. Still a ways to go, but catching up at that point.
8 minutes left.
Hobtor going with the smoky bacon and egg special. Arborelia cooking up a double order of canned sardines.
I can see where this one will be problematic, because having to deal with 6 sardines, as well as the tins.
Got a good landing on the first one. Oh, the second one popped right off the side of the pan.
Yeah, this one, it might be the trickiest one we've seen so far.
It is. Oh, that sizzle sounds so good. It's making me hungry.
All right.
Oh, Hobtor with a
Hobtor.
very quick single bacon, egg, and smoky. Ready to cook here. Wrapping it up.
Oh, cigarette.
Very nice.
There we
And
go.
Arborelia is also finishing her second to last dish here. Just one more fish to go. That fish just does not want to cook. Come on, fishy. Almost. Oh, no! Hobtor with the first attempt at cooking a tin full of sardines with a single cigarette. Ooh, we got a side landing on that tin. I hope it doesn't pop the fish out the wrong direction. That would be pretty disastrous. We got one popped open for Arborelia. The other tin has not opened yet. Oh, Hobtor showing off a little side tin strats here. Oh, no! Oh, he did it!
Oh, that
Hobtor
counts.
saved it. It
That
counted. The
counts.
last fish cooked just before losing it. Fantastic.
Now, and I'm imagining the biggest troll is if you flip the tin and another pack of fish popped out the other side.
Oh, that would be terrible if it popped both ways. Hobtor with a wheel egg on the 4-egg special. That is a very steady egg. Very,
that
very
egg,
steady.
yeah, did not want to fall.
One immediate flip on Hobtor for the 4. Very good start. Oh, pretty close. Oh, just dropped it there. Aurelia is very close to having another fish dish.
Yeah, this fish is proving to be very difficult.
Those tins take up a lot of space. Oh, don't want to see them land on the tin like that. Thankfully, those fish slide just off of there. Hobtor's got one egg flipped, all of them ready to cook.
All right, just one fish left for Aurelia.
There we go.
That's
It's
a
in position.
flip.
It's a good flip. You got one fully cooked egg for Hobtor, 3 half cooked. Just need a couple more flips.
And that's the fish.
Yes,
tin.
Aurelia.
One
left for
person
Aurelia.
Left.
Hobtor's got 2 half cooked, 2 unhalf. Just got to get those last 2 flipped. Easy does it. As a reminder, there is no penalty for flipping already cooked eggs. Arborelia found the final customer. Can she finish up the last meal?
Down to the last 4 minutes. So, if you are in our next Kusogrande live match and you have not met up with Flannel Cat, so that would be Dragomorph and Nardy20, go and chat with her to see what your game is going to be.
Oh, a beautiful double flip for Arborelia, but it slides off the handle there. Obtor is cooking nice and quick here, but we have one egg stuck on top of the other. Got to get that egg on the pan. Oh, good flip, but lost the other egg there.
And Aurelia only has a double egg, and
Yeah,
that was a slow motion flip.
it happens.
Yeah, the NPC was talking about artificial gravity, so I
Oh.
think gravity is different.
Oh, is it? That would explain a little bit. Yeah, you know what? That cigarette is kind of floaty there. I never noticed that before. One good egg flip. Immediately flips it when the other one's cooked. Very nice. One more egg to go. Aurelia with the final flip. We could see a completion of this. That would be a fantastic run. Obtor's half cooked all four. And that's it. Aurelia has finished all of the meals. Still has to reach the end of the game, but it's just a matter of seconds before she reaches the end of this point. Outstanding run.
What? I know.
I am absolutely impressed. Like, that's incredibly fast completion time.
I don't even know if I could cook all of these dishes in 45 minutes. Reality.
No, I mean, I could imagine the mess in the kitchen, like trying all these different dishes. I think my wife would kill me if I had that many cigarettes on the floor, that's for sure.
Yeah, very, very expensive ingredient, I've heard. Like, you've heard of Wagyu beef? Marlboro cigarettes
Marlboro
are
eggs.
really the ones that are the costliest ingredients.
Okay, it's not time yet when Arborelia finishes this conversation. There is still one last action to do. There is a surprise bonus meal at the end of the run, so she is not finished yet, but her reward for completing the main portion of the game is a beautiful scrolling shooter. Actually, it's not a shooter, there's no guns, but we are taking a lovely trip to Mount Everest to find out, can you fry eggs at the summit of Mount Everest?
I mean, if it turned into like a shmup at the end, like, 10 out of 10, perfect game.
Absolutely. So what, crowd, what do you think? Can you fry an egg on Mount Everest? Will the top freeze while the bottom cooks every time you flip it?
Like, applaud if you think it would cook on Mount Everest.
Elevation does have an effect on cook times.
I think Arborelia could do.
I bet she could.
I agree.
We have just under a minute left. Can she find the last surprise customer? I mean, if you had a jet that flew directly to almost the summit of Mount Everest, would you really need a Sherpa after that point?
Yeah. To carry me.
All right, 5 seconds left.
Almost.
That
And
is
that
time.
is time.
Congratulations to Aurelia. Knowing how to cook eggs, Hobtor still, very difficult game, but both players fantastic in getting a game that I don't think anybody would be expecting to receive in any kind of tournament setting.
Well, thank you very much. This is my first time hosting for Kusogrande. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I've definitely got some other treats in store for tomorrow's. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on now. We'll go ahead and take a little break here for setup for the next one, and see you then. So thanks for watching.
Hello. Oh, I'm really loud again. This surprises me every time I'm up here. It's pretty cool. How are you all doing? I am Flannel Cat. I have video games. As my badge will say, video games are not real. Remember that, just like birds. All right, I am joined by the lovely Nardi and Dragomorph. I keep wanting to say Dragolich. I'm sorry. We are going to play not even a childhood favorite of mine, an actually good video game. And before you say, hey, Cat, why is this video game up here? This is a good game. You should be fired. That's okay. Hold your complaints. This is Jumpman Jr., which, yes, good video game. But you know what isn't so good? When you play it at the fastest setting possible, which is going to be comical. And I am going to call out something before we start because I had to look up the name of this movie. The first stage will remind you of the movie Wanted from 2008, and you'll understand why shortly. But are we feeling ready on left side, right side here? All right. Hopefully I set up everything and nothing will light on fire or break when this goes. And hopefully our runners will have a good time, but that remains to be seen. All right. I'm going to walk over there. I'll count you in and we'll get going. All right. I'm assuming you're all ready, so I'm going to count you in at 3, 2, 1, go! Thank you for clapping. All right, this is the first stage. There's nothing to it. As we see, both of our players are dead already. Now, this is a game where you have to go and collect all the little MacGuffins around the stage. You clearly see your character is running at a breakneck speed. This game's pretty reasonable when it's not moving this fast. However, it's going to be moving very fast this whole time. Can I get a notepad again for scores? Thank you. Sorry. All right. We have both players just getting a bearing here. Basically, every stage is going to have a little bit of a gimmick on how it's going to chase you down and try to kill you. And this one, we see bullets are curving around. Oh, wait. Do I need to... I don't know if I gave them instructions on how to get through the high score screen. Hit select. All right. Nothing to it. I love this video game.
I think Commodore Speed 1 is a little faster than this, actually.
Well, you're giving me ideas, though. All right, so our objective here is to collect all the red little bubbles, and if I had the instruction manual, I would tell you what those are, but I don't. So, red flowers today. Now, the bullets will kind of come on from one of the sides of the screen and then curve when they cross you. And
They're bombs.
Tech over here is informing me that they're bombs.
Yeah, you're disarming the bombs.
Oh, the bombs are the little flower things. I thought the bullets were bombs. I'm like, Dana, what are you talking about?
No, they're bombs that you have to disarm before the whole place explodes.
All right, so we are disarming bombs for good reasons. Oh, excellent jump. Oh, my favorite is when you die near the top of the screen because the game just takes great glee in just having your character tumble down to the bottom. But we are almost through stage 1, and also on the same time, like, when you collect the bombs, things in the screen start to change, as we've seen pieces of platforms disappear. And by the way, there is fall damage, as evidenced. The runners are laughing. This means they're having a great time with this. Oh, now the best part about when you fall from a great distance, as we just saw there, you can get items on the way down. So, like, it's a win-win, probably. Now, our runners are competing for high score. Those are distributed by how quickly you beat the stage, along with each item you pick up. And that will determine how many points you end up with. And there are a handful of stages in this video game. I don't see us getting too far into it, but I've been surprised before. Also, I really like the death jingle and how it goes into more verses. Oh, getting 2 bombs on the way down on Nardi's side. All she needs is one more up there. Oh, never mind. That's the game over. Nope. Alright, Dragomorph with 1 life left. 2 items. Unfortunate bullet. Alright, nothing to it, everyone. Nothing to it. So when I referenced the movie Wanted, it was because of, like, curving bullets, which is clearly what we're seeing here. So, theoretically, I think this is the inspiration for the movie Wanted. And I will not be told I'm wrong. Now, like people have said, this is a good video game. If you play this on reasonable settings, it's a pretty great time. It's still extremely difficult, but it's, you know, playable, reasonable, good. All those words you could use. Buzzwords that we don't know here at Kusogrande Live. Alright, a death. Both of our players still pretty close in score. Sitting in stage 1, but that's pretty normal. Also, there's a high score screen, so this is going to be really easy to keep track of. Alright, back at it again with another attempt. Fall damage. Finding a bomb on the way down. Just a bullet off the side of the screen, screeching across the screen. Getting 2 on the way down, let's go!
I do appreciate your capability to choose games that are comedy gold.
That was just like... That was a happy accident. In the same spots! This... Oh! Running off the side because, hey, guess what? That bomb just spawns piece of the platform. Oh, are we gonna go right more? Right more? Yeah, let's go! Alright. 1100 on Nardi's side. I think Dragomorph is at 1000. I could be mistaken. Oh, just immediately trying to go up the ladder, and the game's like, nah. Oh, how many are we gonna get on the way down? One more? Oh.
Straight down the line.
And it doesn't even give her the final bomb that she fell next to. I can't believe this game is so disrespectful. Now, by this point, I assume our runners have worked out how the green and red vines work out. What they do is you cannot choose what direction you move when you're on them. The moment you touch a red vine, you will start sliding down it. The moment you touch a green vine, you will start sliding up it. That's physics. Although on this speed, it's very tough to line that up sometimes. Oh, getting 1 on the way down. At a score of 1000, is this your last? We've got 1 more life here. If we can get 1 more of these, we might have a PB. Trying to find the way down there and walking off the side, unfortunately tying your PB. And I do love how the Death Jingle has extra verses after a full game over. Unfortunately, this is just going to be burned into our head at this point, though. Well, starting to work out how to juke the bullets, which is going to be a big thing in this game. Whoop! And this is hard to control, to say the least. Oh no! Starting to go up the vine. The vine just yeets off the side. Alright, dodging some bullets on Nardi's side, dodging more bullets. Trying to find the way over there, accidentally running off the side. Because this game, on the fastest setting, controls like a wet towel. Alright, Dragomorph. Carefully picking up some bombs here. Do we have 1 more life? I forget if 1 is the last life. Oh, unfortunately not. Oh wait, I've got my lives mixed up with numbers. Alright, trying to work through stage 1. Whoa! Oh, amazing jump to the side. Unfortunately, a little too high, but great move, though. Just falling straight down and the bullet just chasing you down, just out of disrespect. Whoop! So the bullet always comes from a random side off screen. So a strat is definitely like, don't be near the side of the screen. Wait to see where the bullet's going to come from, and if a bullet's about to exit the screen, it means another one's going to come in shortly. Even knowing all of this and working with this, it can be dangerous, especially if you are at an edge of the screen, because something like that can happen where a bullet just spawns out of nowhere right where you were, and there's really nothing you could have done about that. But now what we're going to see, I bet both of these runners clear this stage. We're going to see them start to speak the language of the game, get a focus on the very squirrely controls. Oh, are we going to get it? Yeah, we got it, though. Nardi is one away from tying her high score. And if we beat a stage, that would be huge. We have tied our high score on Nardi's side. One more bomb could spell the end of this stage and a new high water mark. Maybe next time. Oh. You know, I thought I was being a little too generous when I gave this game out, but I clearly have not been. Also that I get to flood the entire practice room with this music. Alright. And, I hate to let everyone know it doesn't get any easier than this in the next stage. But there are different mechanics. But I think the biggest piece of disrespect that this game lunges at the players is the title of the first stage. Just nothing to it. Alright, Drago with 400, still 2 lives to go. Some of the easier bombs in reach. 700, 800, unfortunately walking off the side. Well, Nardi taking a bullet, but getting a bomb in the process. Well, oh no. Oh, unfortunately walking off the side there on Nardi's side. I love just watching the player character plummet off the side and bounce off every girder on the way down. Oh, I think that's a tie on a PB for Dragomorph. You got to 11. Okay, I'm being corrected. That is my fault. I promise I'm trying. It's a lot of numbers flashing at the same time. Then that means we're tied. Which is exciting. Alright, we are 10 minutes into this match. How do you both feel? Alright. Affirmative gestures. Alright. Starting to learn to navigate. Dragomorph cleaning up the sides here. I swear, the moment I start commentating on somebody, I end up cursing them. Nardi clearing stage 1! Let's go! Moving into stage 2. What is our positive affirmation in stage 2? Fire, fire. I'll give you one guess as to what might happen on this stage. Hey, and the bullets are back. Oh my god! Incredible maneuver to pick up 2 bombs along the top of the screen, though. Dragomorph here with 900 points. Still another life to go and only 3 bombs to pick up. Nardi with 2175 after making it to stage 2. But I do think that Dragomorph will be right behind there with only 2 more bombs to go on this stage. You could say this game really heats up in stage 2. There we go. That's the heckling I want. Alright, Dragomorph getting real close to finishing stage 1. Only a matter of time until she's able to pull that off. And I think we're going to see both runners starting to get consistently into stage 2, which will be a whole other bag of fish. Yeah, bag of fish. That's a phrase. Oh, bouncing into the bomb. Bouncing into another. Oh, I'm glad I could bring video games from my childhood console here for you all. That has made me a very happy GM. Nardi finishing stage 1 again, getting a little more consistent, moving into stage 2. Dragomorph on a fresh start on stage 1. Now, the bullets may be RNG, but the fire is at least deterministic and totally was not on the screen when she walked into it. Alright, game over with 16-25. Alright, Dragomorph with 1 life left, cleaning up some bombs on the top row. Curious where the bullets are. 1 more to go. Oh! 1 more to go. All we gotta do is walk over there and take it. Easier said than done. No! Oh! Game says no. Alright, fresh start. Already cleaning up stage 1. Unfortunate bullet, but we'll get another. We'll be gaming over there, but starting over fresh. It's too much glee here. It's too much glee. Oh, excellent dodge from a bullet there on both sides now. Oh, rude bullet from the side. Players are probably learning to try to spend as little times on the sides of the screen as possible, but it's kind of impossible because most of the bombs are on the sides of the screen. Yo, that's first through stage 1 on Dragomorph's side. Let's go! Huge accomplishment. Moving into Fire. Bouncing into some. Picking up some on the way down. Almost moving into first place by falling into enough bombs. New high watermark of 1925. Nardi in stage 2 with all of her lives. Well, bouncing into a lot of things on the way. Alright. Trying to figure out which... Oh! Getting a little frightened at the bullet running off the side, but still picking up some bombs on the way. Dragomorph cleaning up the bottom of the screen on stage 1. Learning to wrestle with this game's controls a bit. Nardi taking a game over with a new high score of 2,600. However, Dragomorph hot on the heels, learning to clean up stage 1 nicely, moving into stage 2 again. With a reasonable amount of bonus and an extra life. That's just free points right there. Alright, moving into Fire. We haven't had much time to examine the stage there. Dodging the first fire. Dodging a bullet. Waiting for the next bullet, running into the next one. Wow! What a fantastic push on a first life for this stage, especially given the second time we've ever been here. Nardi moving into stage 2 again. New high score of 2050. Both players are getting to stage 2 more often. We're going to see some moves here. Alright, getting some reasonable bullets on both sides. Game still be quick though. Oh, just a terrible bullet spawn as soon as her life starts on Nardi's side. I'd like to start the stage. Oh, the game tries to do it again. Alright, unfortunate fire. Bullet curving up. Dragomorph cleaning up a few more bombs. Alright, nothing to it. Ooh. Excellent bullet dodge. Waiting for that bullet to cross. Oh, it turns around! Bullet just pulls a complete 180. Which it can do, unfortunately. You're learning something new every life. Alright, our player is moving into stage 1. Full set of lives for the most part. It's an excellent run here from Dragomorph. Just a machine just that picks up bombs. Nardi moving into stage 2. It is fire time. Tripping over a flame at the front. That's okay, we've got 2 more lives here. And picking up some bombs on the way down is a great way to clean the stage up a little. Gonna be a rough, hopefully no... Oh! Dodging the bullet that comes off the top of the screen. Moving into stage 2 again. There's too much action on both sides. It's hard to cover everything. Alright, Nardi dodging some fire. Falling down a bit, 2375 on Nardi's side. 2050, 2150 on Dragomorphs. That's a new high water mark for her. This game, it creeps ever closer. Oh! Just getting bullied by bullets here. Just not a moment to breathe on either player's side. Alright, some excellent running around and picking up. Sometimes the game just wants it more. Alright, bullets flying across the screen. Unfortunate bullet spawns, but dodging them. Seeing where this one's going to come by. Jumping over. We've got a slow bullet. Oh, unfortunate fall, though. You can manipulate the bullets except where they spawn, which is always the worst part of it. Alright, fresh start on Dragomorph's side. Nardi cleaning up stage 2. Or 1, sorry. Drago's had a good run here. I hope I don't curse it like this. I'm sorry. Alright, cleaning up. Looking for the bullet. Alright, trying to see where that first bullet's going to come from so we can react. We've got top of the screen. Another one's going to come back right away. Excellent bullet spawn. Oh, got the perfect bullet spawn moving into stage 2. Alright, it is time for fire. Fire. Alright. Now this stage, I believe our runners have seen enough of it that I can explain a bit of the mechanics. Every time you pick up a bomb, it will despawn all the fire on the screen and respawn 2 new fires in a specific spot. It is not random, it is the same spot every time. So you can, through enough trial and error, route what is probably going to be your safest bet when it comes to picking up fire. Now, unfortunately, fire on the ladder and fire on the left is not wonderful. So, all what you need to do there is just pick up... Was that a new TV? Okay. Got it. All you need to do is pick up more fire, or another bomb, to change where the fire spawns. But, that's, you know... Wow! Running from a bullet into stage 2! Moving into stage 2, see what we can do. Going all the way to the middle row here to start. I think it's a solid maneuver. Now there's fire everywhere. Trying to find the route through. Dragomorph, 1 life left, 1 more bomb to go. Stray bullet won't get her. She's moving into stage 2 with an extra life. Nardi working through stage 1. Our runners are getting more and more consistent at stage 1. And dodging this bullet will be a helpful skill throughout most of this video game. Unfortunate spill off the side, only picking up 1 bomb on the way down. Well, it's only going to take a few bombs to move ahead on the scoring list. Oh! Come on, bounce right, let's go. Tying our previous score. Jumping right back in, not to be discouraged. Rough bullet spawn, because it means 1 might come from the top again. Getting the last 2, moving into stage 2 with 2 lives remaining. Huge accomplishment. Alright, trying to see what we can see in stage 2. Picking up 2 bombs on the way down, though. Oh, interesting double jump there. Alright, trying to figure out the order of the fire that makes the most sense. Oh! 2175. Not a PB, but an excellent run nonetheless. Both players going into stage 1 clean. It has been about 25 minutes. And everyone is doing very well. Oof. And another 2 more bullets just to disrespect ourselves.
I love how sometimes the bullets choose violence even when you're already.
Our lovely tech here has decided that they... Not decided, I'm sorry. Has informed me that he just loves when the bullets choose violence even when you're already dead. Sorry, you can grab the mic and talk anytime you want. Alright. Fresh start for Dragomorph. Anything can happen. Bouncing into... Well, I was hoping more bomb, but... Fresh start on both players' sides. Getting a great feel for stage 1, though. You can really see a strategy is formed with both sides. I get nervous when I don't see a bullet for too long on a screen, though. Alright, it could come from anywhere now. Whoop. Alright, cleaning up the sides. Heading back to the center where it's almost safe. 1 more. Oh, ran off the side, but what an excellent run on stage 1. All we need to do is pick up 1 more bomb here. The bullet does not want this run to go. For either player. Alright, moving into stage 2 with 1 extra life. 1 good run can put anyone into the lead right now. Alright, jumping to the side. Unfortunate bullet. Oh my gosh. Still another life. An excellent jump, though. Ending the run with 1950. Alright, nice dodge, nice dodge. Good bullet spawns. Watching out for the next bullet that's gonna. Excellent bullet spawns here. Oh, we got violence bullets. They move fast. Alright, just gotta pick up these last 2. And that's a deathless run through stage 1. That is a deathless and fast run through stage 1. We're gonna probably get 400 bonus points for that just on its own, I think. Oh, maybe not. I don't know what bonus is if it's not points you get. Both players moving into stage 2. trying to find the right route here, taking the slightly more dangerous upper path, but still has 2 more lives. Falling into, almost literally falling into the lead. We have set a new PB. We are now a lead change, 28 minutes in, with 2,700 points for Dragomorph. Let's go! And I'm going to attribute that to falling with style. Like I said, all it takes is one good run. And that can change everything here on Kusogrande Live. At least with this game. Alright, runners returning to stage 1. Remembering what happens in stage 1 and why it's mean. Whoa! The 180 bullet. Narrowly dodged. Moving into stage 2 on Nardy's side. Dragomorph restarting stage 1. Alright, excellent dodge there. I'm seeing a strategy form on Nardy's side on which ones to go for first. Coming back in. Last life on the stage. Oh, are we gonna bounce into any of them? Game? Our Jumpman narrowly dodging everything as they fell. Oh, excellent dodge on Dragomorph's side. Back at the top of the screen, a dangerous place to be. Trying to... Now, remember, you don't get an option whether or not you climb that green vine. It's not you can climb it, it's you will climb it. Alright. Fresh run from Nardy here. Running through stage 1. Both players have just improved tremendously with a feel on how to dodge these bullets, where to predict, where to move, and an order of the bombs that they want. Bullets making me nervous. Nardy moving into stage 2 with 2 lives remaining. Alright, Drago cleaning up stage 1. An unfortunate spill. Alright, we're seeing the... Oh, a slight deviation from the strat on Nardy's side in terms of order of bombs. However, it did net her picking up like 4 bombs in a row. Coming in with another life. Still has another. Oh, whoa. Okay. What? I don't know what happened there, but I thought it was pretty cool. Alright. Both players back in stage 1. Every time we get to stage 2, it becomes the most exciting moment for me. And I promise I didn't send our runners into something that I wouldn't play myself. I have a personal policy not to do that. I've made it to stage 4 on this speed, but also I played this game a lot. But I've gone through the suffering too. I understand. Okay. Drago cleaning up stage 1, still has a life remaining. And a slow bullet up top. Moving into stage 2. Unfortunately, no lives remaining. However, all you need is 1 life left, right? The last life is the most important one. Oh, slightly over jumping. No, just trying to give the commentary team a heart attack with that bullet dodge. Moving up top, scary place to be. I can't see a bullet. Maybe she can. Oh, there's one. That ladder is scary. I like the simultaneous spawn in. That was a fun noise. players getting unfortunate shots from both sides. We got a 45 minutes. All right, Drago cleaning up stage 1, has a nice slow bullet coming in from the left. Can just take her time to clean up the thing. Moving into stage 2 with 1 life, and the one you have right now. 2 lives? 1 life remaining. All right, nice jump over a bullet. Seeing the next one. Bullet did not attack for some reason. Okay, finding out where we're going next. Nice dodge over the fire. Trying to get on the red vine. The red vine is very squirrely to try to get onto on this speed. Nardi moving into stage 2 with 2 lives remaining. Anything could change. Alright, going for our usual strat here. Seems to be working out pretty well. Got a little rough spawn on the bullet. 2 more lives to go, though. Tripped over some fire. Like I said, with the speed of this video game, you move very quickly, and it is very hard to dodge things at most times. 25-75 on Nardi's side as we bounce into another bomb. Almost setting a new PB. Alright, fresh start on both players' sides. Oh. Looking right into the opening on the floor. Alright, cleaning up the top. Oh, excellent dodges on Dracomorph's side. That was a lot of bullet. Alright, oh! Right in the feets. Alright, both players cleaning up stage 1. Nardi moving into stage 2 with 1 life remaining. Drago moving into stage 2 with just the 1 life. Nardi getting some good bounces into some bombs. That's free bombs. Alright, with a low bullet, we can take our time a bit. It's where's this next bullet going to come from that causes a problem? 2150, restarting. Both players in stage 1 again. Oh. Now to show how close this round is right now, there's a 1 bomb difference separating the players. And Dracomorph having a beautifully clean stage 1, moving into stage 2 with all of her lives remaining. Alright. Starting to collect bombs in stage 2. Dodging fire. Are we going to bounce into any of them? Still 3 lives to go. Nardi moving into World 2, stage 2, with 2 lives to go. Drago trying to bounce into some bombs. Not that you can influence what direction you fall. Oh, 2500, still another life to go. Oh, 26 ending that run. Nardi with 1 more life in stage 2. Trying to see where the next bullet's gonna spawn with 2450. And we are at about 8 minutes remaining. Wait, no, math. Yes. 7 minutes remaining. I've never done math and I'm not about to start. I meant to give you a 10-minute heads up, I'm sorry. All right. Now, despite there only being about 7 minutes remaining, that is more than enough time to do plenty of runs on this video game. All right, moving into stage 2 with 1 extra life in tow. Moving into stage 2 with 2 extra lives in tow on Nardy's side. You both got there at the same time. I like how Nardy's got a strat. She's sticking to it, and I think it's going to help her out. Oof. 2250 ending Dragomorph's run there. Had a good run on some bombs. 2275 with 1 more life to go. Oh. 2475 rounding out that run. We are still 1 bomb's worth of score apart. Oh, excellent dodge on Nardy's side. Oh! Getting very lucky with that one. Drago cleaning up the bottom right. Oh. It's alright. This if we go straight up. Both players moving into stage 2. Drago with none lives, Nardy with 2. And like I'll always say, 1 good run. And we have about 5 minutes remaining. Also, if you're in the next Kusogrande match and you have not spoken to your GM, you should do that. And if you don't know who your GM, which is why would you, you can just come up here and talk to them. You go talk to Shrambles. Oh, 2675, almost setting a new high watermark, but we've got another life left. 2775, we have a lead change. In the last 5 minutes, as is Kusogrande tradition, 2975. This is video games, everyone. This is video games. Still 4 minutes to go. That's more than enough time to get a good run in. I think the controller may have started. We'll figure it out. Small technical issue, I'm sorry, but at least you got to see me on stage for a second. That's exciting. All right. 3 minutes to go. Unlimited attempts. I look forward to both of these runners running this at GDQ on the main stage next year. All right, we are in World 2 with all of our lives remaining. What? I stopped looking for 2 seconds? And just narrowly missing every bomb that we possibly could have on the way down. Still more lives to go. Drago having a good run on stage 1. There's fire in the way of the ladder. Ooh! 2700 ending that run. Drago moving into stage 2 with a life remaining. We have 2.5 minutes to go. Whoop!
Almost
All right, we are in stage 2 on Dragomorph's side, taking an unfortunate spill, but we have another life in tow. All it's going to take is picking up a few good bombs. Oh, finding 2 on the way down. Unfortunate 2350, but that was a great push. This is your 2-minute warning. 1-minute warning, actually. Like I said, I've never mathed before and I'm not about to start. 1 minute ago. Enough for probably like 17 attempts, I don't know. Game go fast.
Figuring that out would require doing that.
Exactly. Alright, Nardi trying to clean up some things on the fire level. Now, for people at home who just want to know, the 3rd stage I don't think has any bullets in it. Nor does it have any fire. It just has moving ladders. And there you do not move with the ladder. And then stage 4 is mean and rude in every way. 10 seconds. And that is time. What an incredible match from both of you. No, where'd that notepad go? Nardi with 2975, Dragomorph with 2700. An excellent run by both players. I know you gave them a round of applause, but they deserve more. Sorry about that. Y'all did so well.
Those ladders just like
Mm.
you'll just grab them without
Yeah,
intending
it's
to.
Anyway, I've been Flannel Cat. We've got more Kusogrande Live coming up soon. Sit tight or don't. I'm not your mom. See you later.
And so now I'm over in the commentary side. Big warning, there is going to be a flashing warning. So if you are sensitive to flashing, I will repeat it constantly, but there will be flashing. So if our players are ready, all right, we're going to count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. And so they are going to be playing Blue Jack specifically. This is on hard difficulty. And they're going to see an Atlas budget title for an anime I've never heard of.
Apparently there were 2 games in 1992 developed by entirely separate people.
Yeah, so there is 2 different Armor Police Metal Jack games. This is the one developed by Atlas. There is a second one. This one, as you can see, is very stiff. Controls are very rough. Blue Jack is the more defensive character, but the reason why we're playing as Blue Jack is Blue Jack does not get the chance to have a projectile weapon, which we will see why that might be a problem later on.
The other one's probably more stiff. It was a Game Boy War simulation game.
Yikes. But here we are, we at our first little mini boss, and Withheld is just trying to essentially just air tackle it with the fire blaze from this mini boss. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, there are 6 stages, and there is player dead for Withheld. You might hear the jingle when you hear player dead. David, moving on. Here comes the green guy. Player dead. You get no animation, just a text that says player dead. They didn't even decide to animate a death animation. That's how budget title this is. So as I said, there are 3 characters. There is Red Jack, Blue Jack, and Silver Jack. The Red Jack is more or less your overall like round out character. Silver Jack is a little faster but does less damage, and Blue Jack is more of the slow, tankier type character, but without a projectile. Withheld back at the mini boss, has taken out the mini boss's gun, and David TKI is moving on to the actual boss of the stage. There is a transformation sequence. We are now turning into our police force Metal Jack. That is That is anime at its finest. Just two screens blinking between each other. And yes, it takes forever. It is a 2-episode arc, but here we have our first boss of the game. He just drops his claws. And Withheld now going to see the brilliance of this anime transformation sequence. And that is player dead for David, unfortunately taking a death at the boss, but has 1 life left to take, and player dead for Withheld. So our players need to figure out how to actually do damage to this boss. There might be a trick. Hopefully they can figure it out. So this game does have pretty nice music for the most part. I do enjoy listening to it at some points. It's not as droning or trolling as some of the other games we've seen today. But here, you don't have to watch the anime sequence again. But alright, David, trying to figure out how we can actually do damage to this floating Andross Iceman. I think we had some punches, so we are punching the claws, so we do see a little bit of a white. Hopefully that is damage. Withheld also on the boss, also doing damage to these claws. Hopefully this is the most efficient way to defeat this boss. Wink, wink. But, you know, and that is a game over for David. So having to start the game back at stage 1. Yeah, the stiff controls, yes, you are jacking on as Armor Police Metal Jack. So you've heard of Mega Man Battle Network where you jack in, this is where you jack on. Withheld taking her time. Does a few dodges, but unfortunately also getting a game over. Yeah, this game is stiff. The walk cycle looks like 3 frames. We're back at the mini boss for David. Yeah, your punch is very pathetic. The most efficient way to do damage to things is to literally just air tackle them for the most part. Unfortunately, getting got by the mini boss of stage 1. While Withheld, just tackling every enemy that comes. They're not even threatening. They just do a menacing walk up to you and stand there. No punching. No kicking, no projectiles, just walking up and scaring you. The most devious of enemies. Now Withheld back to the mini-boss. Isn't close enough to actually deal damage, and is getting damage in return. Well, David has the rhythm, only taking 1 hit. He's got the first gun done. Flamethrower comes out. Ooh, and taking a lot of damage from that flamethrower. And there we go. Both of our players through the mini-boss yet again. Getting to the midpoint of the level. Getting kicked by the green man, and that is a player dead for Withheld. And a player dead for David as well. The most effective person on the enemy team is this green human just kicking you and running away. David dodging the little robots in the air, while Withheld in the transformation sequence. Yet again, same with David. We're going to fight this boss. So there is a trick to fighting this boss. I'm not going to spoil it for our players, but make sure you pressed every button. Oh, and there is a nice little combo from David there. Yeah, so push every button, try every combination, try holding, try doing every kind of thing you can imagine. And maybe a little insider baseball there, but both of our players have learned to hold the punch button, and this is where the flashing warning is coming in. There is some really bad flashing when you do your charged punch attack. But there, we do have some damage on withheld side. The claws are gone. Oh, and David taking a game over. But withheld only at this head of the boss left. And it's really hard to tell if you are actually even doing damage when you're doing this charged punch shot. Mostly because the flashing does make your eyes hurt, that you have to look away so you can't tell if the boss is actually taking damage. But it does flash white when you get back. And there is a stage 1 clear for withheld, moving on to the next stage. Honestly, the biggest puzzle of this game is realizing that you can charge your punch when you're in essentially Metal Jack mode. Because you cannot charge your punch when you're in regular police mode. Oh, withheld. Having a line of enemies, the enemies have learned that just standing in one place is not going to cut it. They have learned to move and jump with knives. So that is a player dead for withheld. David getting back, quickly clearing that mini-boss. And there he is. The quick turnaround. The animations on this game are very quick and hard to notice. So I do just enjoy that nobody really has a death animation in this game.
They just stop.
They just stop. They fade out of existence, and that is the same with you. So now that David knows the secret, he's probably going to get this clear on this boss pretty quickly. It's just a matter of dodging these claws, because essentially you can just punch, and it is almost a full screen attack. Oh, and withheld, getting a game over. Luckily, I do believe there are continues. So you can just... just standing there. Yeah. You don't look dead at all, David, but unfortunately the game disagrees. So the kindness of this game, you can continue off on the stage you last were at, and I do believe it is unlimited continues. So as long as you get the stage clear, you're making progress. And David, back to the boss. So the trick here, you do need to destroy these claws. I don't know if it's actually possible to, like, single punch them away. I think it is required to actually do the charged punch. Yeah, and you can even dash through the lightning. The punch is very super powered. It does make some of the bosses very trivial, like this first one, as long as you are just holding and attacking before it can attack you. Withheld on the other side, doing some more climbing of this sewer stage. And that is a stage clear for David. And we can clap for that. And here we have our mini-boss. He is a chunky man. He drinks his muscle milk. And so he doesn't need to move. He kicks, and that is a player dead. Unfortunately, the muscle milk man taking out withheld. And David getting to see the sewer. Usually you see green water in Suitor. This is brown water. Not going to mention what kind of water that might be. And that, unfortunately, player dead for David. But both of our players on stage 2 now. We have some platforming. And a lot of the just dealing with these enemies is making sure your hitbox is active before their hitbox is active. Withheld trying to bait out where it is safe to attack Muscle Milkman. That's not his official name. Oh, but he does move with his menacing 2-frame kick. Oh, but David has the stun lock. And because I said it, Withheld finding the stun lock as well. And there he is, David, with the stun lock, taking that mini-boss out. And Withheld also taking that mini-boss out. Or was he still... Oh, where was that game over coming from? Well, back to the beginning of stage 1 for Withheld. So David taking the lead for the moment. And now we have some very precise platforming on these little blocks. You essentially have to use the tiny bit of coyote time to land on the adjacent coyote time on the other block. And we have Muscle Milkman 2. If you thought the first one was strong, here is the second one. He has been in the tanning booth. But luckily, he has less HP than the first one. But don't worry, they come in pairs. And then I say pairs, they don't come in threes. Oh. No, they do come in threes. And that is a player dead, unfortunately. You know, as they say, there is a rule of 3. When you make a joke, you want to make sure you repeat that joke 3 times. And so they did that with our Muscle Milk friends in the tanning booth. So, unfortunately, back to the beginning of the stage for both of our players. Withheld does have a little damage, but no, actually not to the beginning of the stage for David, because David beat the mini-boss. So, he is back at the mid-boss checkpoint. And Withheld, can Withheld get the stun lock on our Muscle Milk man? And that is a rough... It's just a matter of getting that timing. I believe Withheld can get that timing. David now getting through our tri-pack of Muscle Men. There is Muscle Man 3. And he is... So he was a beast, leaving David down to 1 HP. Oh, they come in 4s. They don't know the rule of 3s. They're trying to make this joke last way too long. A 4th joke. Unfortunately, that is a game over for both of our players. We are back at the beginning of stage 2. And I don't understand why gangs like to hang out in the sewers. It does just... I get that it might be private and no one's going to go down there, but I don't think it's really conducive to criminal affairs. If you disagree, clap. I hear no clapping. Thank you. That is the confidence I need. I think we have... Both of our players have the stun lock on our Muscle Man mini-boss. This is exciting gameplay for both of our players. Mashing a punch button onto a Muscle Man. And there we go. Both of our players are through the mini-boss. Having to dodge these Cyber Warrior... See, these guys get it. They have masks on inside the sewer. While some of these are just, you know, walking free without a mask in the sewer. That is dangerous time. But here we are, back at this platforming, and David is back at our saunted, no, sun-tanned muscle men. And they have a hitbox, and you just have to understand, if you can get into it, I think their hitbox deactivates if they're taking damage. But only 2 HP for David. Can he get by Muscle Man 3 and then, unfortunately, Muscle Man 4 shortly after? Oh, there's a kick. And there we go. That is steady progress. And if I'm not mistaken, we are going to get up to the boss now. So here we are. Your car comes. You transform with your car. And we are Armored Police Metal Jack. And we are fighting the twins. An immediate jab. Not able to get the powered punch off in time. We are back to the midpoint of this stage. Withheld, on the other hand, getting through our 4-pack of muscle men. On the third one, trying to time this, baiting out these punches. This guy has a stronger reach than you. Unfortunately, taking a death. Again, they ate their Wheaties this morning, these muscle men. They did not come to play. They came to win. David back at the third muscle man, punching him in the gut. Getting to the fourth one, has a lot of HP. We like to see. Yeah, so no damage. Getting to our boss, our twin shinobi, for lack of a better term. And Withheld, unfortunately, taking another death. Alright, so these are our jumpy shinobi. So just finding out, can David get these twins down? They have a very strong jump arc, and I think David is taking advantage of it, has noticed this pattern, may have found a safe spot to fight these two. And unfortunately, yes, there is a flashing warning, so if you are just joining us, there is a flashing warning for this punch. One of them is gone, but where did the other one go? Just jumping up in the air. Should not be a problem for David at this point. And unfortunately, Withheld having to start the stage over again. I think it's just going to be a few more punches for David. Unfortunately, we don't have a health bar for these bosses, so it's very hard to tell how much HP any boss has at any given point. Yes, you can just punch the opposite direction of the guy and will do damage. Like, just the threat of a punch, and there he goes, exploding. That is a stage 2 clear for David. Moving on to stage 3. Getting to about the halfway point of this match, about 22 minutes in. We are at stage 3. Now we have our Mudmen. I should not have commented on the water before in that stage, because now it is solidified and is attacking our players. Doing the climb, getting up. So stage 3. So we had just a regular city, we had the sewers, now we're in like technological factory zone. And here we are, we have our mid-boss. I'm not sure what to describe this. This is some alien Cthulhu hybrid with some Dallism mixed in. But yes, it looks like David has a bit of a pattern getting this mini-boss first try. The Mudmen also getting one hit down. Having a good rhythm for this stage. Will David be able to continue that into the boss? But these Mudmen do know how to dodge.
They don't know how to hit.
But they don't know how to hit, as David is saying. Unfortunately, Blue Jack does not have shots fired. He does not get a gun. He only can punch. But here we are, David making it to our Stage 3 boss. We have this thing. It's like a werewolf in like a mech suit. But David, knowing the secret tech of this punch, might be able to take this boss down fairly easily. We have Withheld getting to our Stage 2 boss. Hopefully she's able to get this boss first try, so we can keep this race close. David opting to actually just go for the mash strats. And there it goes. That is a Stage 3 clear. Now, spoilers, I am going to say that the first 3 stages are some of the easier ones. Now we are in Stage 4, where the difficulty is going to ramp up. We have pits that are just barely big. So you need to have almost, I wouldn't say a frame-perfect jump, but pretty close to it in order to make some of these gaps. And there's your player dead, immediately dropping. It's where the non-animations of this game truly shine. And Withheld getting the first punch. Only one guy left, and that is a game over for David. But because you can continue on the stage, has a very good mark of progress for starting on Stage 4 now. Withheld down to 1 hit. Is Withheld going to be able to hold this out and beat this boss? And yes, there's the other thing about Stage 4. Random enemies coming from you from any direction while you're trying to make these very precise jumps. Oh, Withheld, unfortunately, getting hit. So back to the midpoint, but Withheld does have the knowledge and probably will be able to beat that boss the next time she gets there. So something you might not be noticing on David's screen, those are giant magnets, which are preventing David from moving at his top speed. So you do have to go slower. So now these guys that normally just stood there and didn't do anything, they have learned a new attack, which is just punch forward. Or I guess it's more of a jab. So collecting another life. David is making his way through Stage 4 pretty nicely. But now is surrounded by these guys. They take more than one punch. Oh, and another death on Withheld's side. Those muscle men do have a very weird hitbox, so it is not surprising that they are causing some trouble. And now we have the best enemy in the game, Armored Man with a machine gun. And unfortunately, coming from behind, taking out David, we are back to the beginning, I believe, of this stage. All right, Withheld getting that first muscle man down. I'm guessing those are bees. God, it did not look like David should have gotten that jump, but sometimes the game gives you kindness. David trying to despawn these enemies, but unfortunately not gonna be the case. Yes, the magnet above you really does hamper your movement, so you can't get close enough to those enemies before they throw out their first punch. Which is usually how you've been able to deal with these before, but having your speed slowed down really does change the dynamic of these enemies. Withheld, lamenting, wishing she had a gun. Unfortunately, that is not going to be possible since they did not have in the budget to give Blue Jack a gun. Only guns are given to Red Jacks and Silver Jacks. But Withheld back at the boss. They're doing their jumping pattern. And there is our friend with the machine gun shooting at our feet. Like, that is peak design. And killing David just because of peak design. Yes, Withheld has found the exact spot to stand. Does not need to move at all for the first phase of this boss fight. She could stand there for days, but unfortunately she could only stand there for about 5 minutes and 6 seconds because there is a time limit on some of these stages. You wouldn't notice it. Charging her punch. And that is a game over for David, having to restart Stage 4. As I said, Stage 4 is really when the game turns on the difficulty. Even though we are playing on hard, the first 3 stages are doable. But Stage 4 is where it really decides. You've got to be very precise, and you've got to know where all of these enemies are going to spawn in order to actually get the clear. And missing that first jump, it is not an easy jump to make. Despite how David was doing it before, making it really easy, it is still not an easy jump to make. And there is the clear for Withheld. That is a Stage 2 clear. So about 15 minutes left in the match. Withheld definitely has time to catch up. David was able to one-shot Stage 3, so hopefully Withheld can do the same. Oh, the tackle on the flying insect. What a strat for David there. Any life points are precious, so being able to get a rhythm for that, especially when you have these guys that normally aren't dangerous. Getting to two-punch them. Alright, Withheld on the mid-boss of Stage 3. Doing our tried old strat of, can I just stun-lock this guy into oblivion? And I don't think David has taken damage yet. That is a commentator's curse. Yes, that one I will take. I will take the blame for that one. But Withheld making her way through Stage 3, has already beat the mid-boss, is getting her way to the actual boss. And there is our friend again, Machine Gun Sam, as I'm going to call him. They are so... Their sprites are so big. They have a machine gun. They don't shoot it directly forward. They can only shoot it at a tiny angled arc because their insides opens up to shoot a laser. Absolutely vicious. And so Withheld on our werewolf mech man. Hopefully we can see a first try clear here. Has not taken damage yet. I am hoping to see a clear here so we get both of our players on Stage 4. Okay, getting hit by the fireball there on our guy, but that is going to be a clear for Stage 3. Withheld has brought it back, and we have both of our players on Stage 4. Now, as in the racing business, David does have the stage knowledge, so a bit of an advantage there, being on the stage for quite a while. But that doesn't mean Withheld doesn't have a chance to catch up. But David does have a nice lead, knowing exactly what to deal with, having to deal with these very big sprited... Oh, does David have the strategy for these mech guys? They take a lot of punches. But I think David has got this one stun locked, and that is going to be a death for one of them. And knows not to move forward, but they do take time to punch them this way. Well, Withheld is trying to... Oh, and gets the laser shot out of the stomach. So that is going to be a restart of the stage for both David and Withheld. Withheld still trying to figure out how to manage these jumps. But essentially, we have level parity here. Anything can happen. A good run from either of our players can make the difference here. Again, those jumps do not look like they should work, but they just do. Reverse coyote time is a thing for this game. So getting through the magnet platforms. And the game does have a life always at that same spot every time, so you don't constantly have to start over from the beginning if you're able to collect it. Ooh, picking up some life drop from these enemies. David, learning about some minor mechanics of the game, might be able to use that to his advantage. Withheld has picked Red Jack. Probably just taking the intentional game over. Mashing too hard. But Withheld probably playing Red Jack, realizing, why are we not playing Red Jack? He moves much faster. But that is unfortunately not what we're doing today. We're only playing Blue Jack. He's slow. He's got more defense. And I think actually his punches are weaker. Which doesn't make any sense. Oh, not getting the timing there for David. The first Metal Man is through. But does have the strategy here of being able to kind of just stun lock this guy. Hopefully, because you can see he is trying to open his chest to shoot the laser. Luckily, you can just despawn the mech if you move fast enough. I think we are about to get to our boss. There he is. He is the Kicky Man. We are not able to transform into our Metal Police Jack here. You have to fight him as regular Jack. And this jump is not being kind to Withheld. Yeah, this is the part of the race where you know, maybe nerves are getting to you. This jump is frustrating. These enemies in the stage are not kind. You're walking off the stage. Both of our players walking off the stage. But I think both of our players have... I'm pulling for them. I want to see this stage 4 clear from either one of them. Hopefully both. Oof. So back to the start for Withheld. David, though, has been consistently getting through the level. Has made it to the boss once. So that is our mark of progress at this point. We have about 8 minutes left in the match. David getting a health drop. Yeah, chaining together those jumps is not an easy thing to do. Your sprites are big. Oh, that metal guy just decided was going to stay on the screen. It's hard to tell sometimes with the frame rate, but David is getting the stun lock on this guy. And there it goes. Still a few of these metal men to go. I just like seeing the guy is trying to open up his chest cavity to shoot a laser, but this stun lock is preventing that. All right. I think there is one more of those guys. No, there is. He's from behind, though. And David just says, forget about you. I have bigger fish to fry. I've got a boss to fight. And getting kicked in the face, this boss is no joke. That's where the game tricks you. It tricks you into thinking you can just use your super fist in order to beat bosses, but then they throw you the curveball with stage 4 saying, no, that's not allowed anymore. Alright, withheld. And withheld is through the jumps. We love to see that. Those jumps, as I've been saying, are not easy. They are frustratingly difficult because they are basically just the edge of one platform catching the edge of the other platform. And David getting pushed off by the insect. That is why they're there. Unkind designed. While Withheld slowly makes her way through the level. We have more jumps, but this one's not as wide as some of those other jumps. And there is our friend, the Metal Sam. And she is just getting in there and punching away. This is the first time, so this is a very good progress on Withheld. If Withheld can make it to the boss and defeat the boss, that will be a lead change. But David has been consistently getting to at least the part with the metal guys, and is probably going to get to the boss on this attempt as well. Our players both locked in here. Both getting the rhythm. That jump was very close on David's side. They always look like they're not going to make it. And the ones that do look like they're going to make it don't make it. Peak design. Alright, Withheld has made it to the boss. Immediately is kicked in the face. And is kicked again. He is just standing there menacingly. Ooh, and that is going to be a player dead. Back to the beginning of the stage, but making it to the boss, a personal accomplishment, and can be easily made to get there again. Now, David only having 3 HP, much like Withheld, but is going to make it to the boss. Will David be able to beat the boss? Knows to avoid the kick when he jumps in, and is doing some very safe tackle strats, trying to bait out possibly the boss's attack and then just kind of fade in. He's got 2 hits down, got another hit. Ooh, but does take the hit. Player dead, back to the beginning of the stage. That is what makes this stage absolutely brutal. There is no midpoint checkpoint. And having to do these jumps, having to go through these enemies, it's time wasting. It's just devilish design. We have 2.5 minutes left in the match. Essentially, it's whoever beats this boss first is going to take the victory today. Without getting through these jumps, David already passed them, getting through the regular enemy fodder to the magnets. Oh, unfortunately, Withheld taking a drop. Probably has time for one more good attempt to get to the boss. Both of our players, 0 lives. But again, all it takes is one good push, and that can propel you to move on in the tournament. Metal guy's right there. One more punch from David. Getting through this Metal Sam. Withheld, I think, is farming HP. We have 1 minute left in the match. Is there going to be enough time for a boss kill? Right, David dodging the last Metal Sam, getting to the final guy here. Oh, has a rhythm here. Two HP. Oh, and I think that is going to be it for Withheld. And that is going to be a game over from David. I think that's going to be it for the match. Yeah, I think we can call it. We're not going to be able to get there. 20 seconds left. Isn't going to make it. But that is going to be David TKI with the victory over Withheld. Both of them getting to the final boss of, well, the final guy of Stage 4. But David did get there first, so that is going to be a victory for David. But congratulations to both of our runners here, getting very close, as close as we can basically get. And with that, that is going to be the end of Kusogrande Live for today. As I said, tomorrow we will have our quarterfinal matches from 10 to 2, and then on Friday we will have our semifinals and final match. So be sure to join us then, and enjoy the rest of your SGDQ.